hope you're all doing well. So I finally started stitching and followed Philippa's video to do our satin stitch and bio tapestry stitch on that leaf, and I really enjoyed doing it. I found it quite easy actually, which was nice. I liked the new method of doing the satin stitch as well, where we go up and down each side so we don't waste any of our thread, and I really enjoyed doing that. I feel like I got it a lot crisper and neater at that point. So now that I've done the leaf, I'm going to follow on from Philippa's video and we're going to start doing the strawberry. So I've got my wools next to me. I pre-cut mine like Philippa said because I don't have anywhere to hang them, and we're going to be using double thread. So I've got the longer section, so the 2/3, and we're starting with the white. So I've got this all pre-cut and I've got my silver thread so we can start stitching. So I've counted in from each side, so we're starting with the white on this centre column, and just like Philippa showed us on our leaf, I'm just going to come up there and then down this side. I'm going to come up this side first, like that, and back down there, and then come up this side. You can already see with the double stitch it's going to grow a lot quicker than with the single stitch, and I feel like the single stitch grew very quickly. And down there like that. So I'm just going to put a seeding stitch here to secure it, and then actually I'm just going to put one more because we can see the blue line there. Just come back down, that looks a bit better. So I'll do another seeding stitch here and then one in the stem, and then bring it back up. So we're coming in with this lovely fawn colour now. I'm just going to do like we were doing before, where we were coming either side. I think I may have missed the blue line. You can still slightly see it there. Something I really need to work on is making sure I go over the blue line. I say this every time we're stitching as well. And I've taken note from Philippa, making sure that my last bit on the edge isn't too long. So keeping it a nice short length. So we're now coming in with this gorgeous orange colour, which I'm definitely a fan of. I like the bright colours, that's for certain. I think that's why I really enjoyed doing the Bayeux stitch. I liked these greens and yellows as well. I think the colours in this kit are absolutely gorgeous. And I really enjoyed doing the Bayeux stitch. I was a bit scared of it when I first watched Philippa doing it on the video, but I followed her instructions of laying down the stitch before you committed to stitching it, and that helped me get the angle in, because that's something I've struggled with the leaf stitches before. Oh, I can see here that I've left a gap, so I'm just going to go up in that one. I think for the last two colours I'll just do it on one side then the other, because we'll probably use more up going behind. So we're now going in with this red, which is this lovely red colour. And I'm just going to work on one side than the other because I feel like I was using more of my thread up by going around the back, like Philippa was saying. We don't want to waste any of it. Come back down here. One more coming back down, like that. Then I'll just put a seeding stitch in here, and then one down here, so it's nice and secure. And then we're going to go on to the final colour of our strawberry, which is a coral colour. And now we're here with this coral colour. There we go. So I'm gonna need little seeding stitch like that, and then we'll do one down here in the leaf, and then we'll be moving on to some seeding stitches which will work like the Bayer stitch, I think, from what I've read in the instructions. So we're now moving on to the seeding stitches, and we've just looked at the instructions, and each strawberry there's some different colours. So the top two strawberries, which includes the one we're doing today, we're going to be using this orange to do our seeding stitches. The three in the middle, so I'm going to assume these three, they're done in fawn, the seeding stitches, and then the bottom one is done in a yellow stitch. So create the stitch by alternately making small straight running stitches up the central path of the strawberry and leaving space between each line of stitches. Okay, let's have a go and see how we do. So we're doing it in a double thread again. So I'm going to come up here and then down. I'm just going to go right through the centre and then come up here and try and keep it as straight as possible, but I'm not always the best at doing that. Oh, I'll just go over there because you can't really see it. it's slightly wonky, but that adds to the character. That's what I'm going to tell myself. I may have done slightly too many too close together as well, but again, it adds to the character. So I'm just trying not to make them too in line with each row, but it's a little bit harder than I thought that it would be. So my thread was just getting a little bit twisted in itself, so I've just let it drop so it can untangle itself. So hopefully that will be a lot easier now, and it is. That's quite a big one that I've just done there, but it'll be okay. And then we're just to do them all the way across. So because they're the seeds of the strawberry, they don't need to be too uniformed. And mine definitely aren't that. You can't say that about these. They're a bit messy, but like I said, it adds to the character. So I'm going to go and do the same on this side. Hopefully they'll get a little bit more uniformed, but not too much. So I'll show you how it gets on. So I've finished my first strawberry and I'm really happy with it. So I've also done the leaves coming off the strawberry, which are done in satin stitch as well, and I've tried to make sure that they're not too small, and they're in these lovely colours. So the next video that we're going to be doing with Phillipa is working on the chest of the bird, which I'm really looking forward to because it's in long and short stitch soft shading, which if you've watched these videos before, you all know is one of my favourite stitches. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So I'll see you soon.